असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्वी नावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Good evening. How are you all doing? Keeping well? Online friends also. Hope you're also doing well. I have a sorry and unfortunate tale to share with you. Last Monday, I had a bad news that one of our ex-spoken English and French students had committed suicide. So our French language informed me through SMS this, and he told, Swamiji, he used to like your messages. I wonder how somebody from Vivekananda's of languages would ever think of, would ever contemplate of suicide. You know, life is a series of trials and tests. Definitely there will be hardships and challenges. But you need to understand, God will never give you a suffering or hardship which you cannot bear. మనము భరించలేని కష్టాన్ని భగవంతుడు ఎప్పుడు ఇవ్వడు. There is one thing which is not there in God's dictionary, that is suicide. That is only in man's dictionary, but in God's dictionary there is no word like suicide. We invented this. Okay? So you think actually all the doors are closed for me and there is no option for me. No, your conclusion is wrong. There is a door that God has kept it open. You are not able to see it, that's all. You confide, you tell your problem, you share your distress with somebody whom you trust or whom you actually have faith on. Or maybe your friend, maybe for father, mother, some relative. Or if you think there is nobody to share your distress with or hardship or pain with somebody, confide it to God. Pour out your heart, express it to the Lord. See, what is suicide? You are saying that I don't want the body. Yes or no? ఆత్మహత్య అంటే అంతే కదా, నాకు ఈ శరీరం వద్దనుకోవటం కదా. If you are so disillusioned with life, so disenchanted with life, so frustrated with life, where you have come to the conclusion that I don't want this physical body itself. You give it to organizations like this, okay? ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేయండి అమ్మా. So you can serve others, right? This body can be used in the service of others. Yes or no? What is suicide? Basically, you're saying that I don't want this body. Okay. There are so many organizations through which actually you can serve others, you can help others. In the process, your life will become blessed. You just imagine the plight of parents. Okay, no father or mother, okay, would ever like to see their son or daughter predecease them. తల్లిదండ్రులకి వాళ్ళకన్నా ముందు వాళ్ళ బిడ్డ చనిపోవడం కన్నా అంతకన్నా కష్టము బాధ ఇంకోటి ఉండదు జీవితంలో. They will be totally broken emotionally and psychologically. Thereafter, they can't lead normal life. Impossible. If they lose a young son or daughter, parents cannot live normal life thereafter. Any other pain actually you can assuage, but this pain cannot be assuaged. This pain cannot be removed. This is the most poignant pain that parents suffer. To see their daughter or child, son, die before them. So it's very important when you feel that the life has become too burdensome, too troublesome, too painful, you need to think about all these people also. Not that actually this body is yours. Your parents also, your brothers, siblings also has as much right on your body as you have on it. వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఈ శరీరం మీద హక్కు ఉంది. మన పేరెంట్స్కి ఈ శరీరం మీద హక్కు ఉంటుంది. మన బ్రదర్స్ అండ్ సిస్టర్స్కి ఈ శరీరం మీద హక్కు ఉంటుంది. We need to understand that. So the boy was very good, young boy. He completed advanced diploma in English and also advanced diploma in French. I don't know. But he would never express himself out. That is the problem. Sometimes we keep everything to ourselves and we think our conclusions are ultimate conclusions. Our understanding is ultimate understanding. No, you share, you discuss, you debate, you tell, you confide. And then actually your burden will become half. And one thing actually you need to understand, the highest generalization that our rishis who have investigated into the universe, who have investigated into the mystery of life, okay, they have come to the grand conclusion that the world is God's play or leela or sport. Prapanchamu Bhagavantudi yokka creeda. It's not a simple conclusion. They have deeply investigated into the nature of the world. So that which is sport or leela for the supreme, and you actually take it so seriously. Every incident, every petty happening in life, people are taking it too seriously. Ultimately, what I came to know about this young man, why did he commit suicide? Because he became overage. Now he cannot appear for government public sector exams. To get a job in public sector enterprises is not possible for him because he has crossed the age limit. Can that be the reason for committing suicide? You just tell me. There's so many other ways to live. You can take up business, you can take up agriculture, you can take up a private job. What is wrong? What is the problem? Right? Simply we come to conclusion that this is that. There's so many ways to live. Okay, you have aspired for it, you could not get it. So what? That is the only way to live? There's so many other ways to live. Now, this is all because small things in life we are taking too seriously. This is the problem with the generation as such. And they come to a conclusion that I don't want this life. The better to quit the world. Where you go, you know where you go after death. Now, if you have thorough understanding of that, okay, you take a step. If you have thorough understanding where you go after death, death is not an end. Again, you will be reborn. Why actually suicide is not encouraged? It's dissuaded, particularly in this culture. We know. If you die prematurely like that, as I said that there is no word like suicide in God's dictionary. Suicide is like vacating the house without actually taking a new house. కొత్త ఇల్లు తీసుకోకుండా ఉన్న ఇల్లు ఖాళీ చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుంది అప్పుడు? You will have to stay on the road for some time, right? Like that, the soul actually will not get a rebirth, will not get a body again. And so there will be excruciating pain for the soul. దాన్నే మనం సంస్కృతిలో దెయ్యం అంటారు. There is nothing like ghosts in the world. No ghost. Soul only, human consciousness, soul only, along with the subtle body or mind. It will not get another body immediately because the body is not ready, because you have not lived your full life here. Had you lived full life and left this world, immediately the next body would be ready. As soon as the soul leaves the body and the next body is ready, depending upon your karma. If you have done good karma, you'll get human birth. If you have extraordinary good karma, you'll get God's birth. You'll become an angel. Okay. If you have done very mean work and low work in this birth, you will get an animal birth. But birth is sure to come, definitely. That is the reason suicide is not encouraged, because the next body is not ready. In between, actually, the soul has to stay in air for some time. We don't know how many months or years. That is the reason it's discouraged. So you need to understand three things. One, the world is God's Leela or sport. Not everything we need to take that seriously, right? The second thing is, everything that happens in our lives happens for our ultimate good. Anta mana manchike. Vinangadi mata? It's absolutely true. Everything that happens in our lives happens for our ultimate good. At that particular point of time, we may not understand it. But you just wait patiently, afterwards you will understand that everything that happened for our real good, ultimate good. And the third thing that you need to understand is, there is nothing for us to lose in the world. So most of the time we suffer this negative emotion called fear, because I might lose this, I might lose that. Ultimately, we are made in the image of God. Okay? We are made in the image of God. There is nothing to lose as such. See why I'm here. Actually, I've given up everything. Let us see. At least learn something from me. I've given up everything. Ultimately, why? So I don't want to even identify with the body. Basically, I want to give up this body also. Sannyasa means some is also committing suicide, but embracing love, embracing death. Not committing suicide, but embracing death. How? Because I want to die to the body. In the sense, I don't want to identify with the body. What happens if you don't identify with the body? The infinite expansion will take place. You will experience God. Why doing all this meditation and all this is for that purpose only. That infinite is behind me, but since I have wrongly identified this upadhi or adjunct called body, I'm not able to experience my infinite nature. There's a reason slowly I want to withdraw myself from the body, so that I will experience that soul consciousness, that immortal dimension of my personality here itself. Then you are really deathless. Then you can drop the body just as a snake sheds its skin. పాము తన కూసాన్ని ఎట్లా వదిలేస్తుందో ఆ విధంగా శరీరాన్ని వదిలేస్తాడు ఎవరు? యోగి. అలా యోగి అవటానికే ఇక్కడ ఈ తపస్సు, ఈ సాధన అంత చేయటం. We have that in our culture. When you attain to that yogihood, you can drop the body at will. That is not suicide. That is called deha tyaga. But before you attain to that state, if you give up the body forcefully, then it is suicide. It is sinful. Okay? It should not be done. Do you understand? Thank you. Nice evening.